Yeah, I know not everybody can afford a brand new Yamaha MT-07. I mean, this cost me, what, $9,300 out the door, which is still pretty cheap, especially compared to some of the other motorcycles out there. And we're living in inflated times right now where everything's so expensive. But I'm going to tell you, there are some really awesome, cheap motorcycles for less than $5,000. And I'm going to tell you the best cheap motorcycles. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
If you want to get my gear like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet, motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, all of my gear, I always include links in the description and comment section. I'll tell you, I've had a lot of different motorcycles, as a lot of you know that follow my channel. I've had like, what, 12 different bikes over since 2012. And I've had some expensive ones, and I had a Ducati X Diablo. It was awesome. That thing brand new is probably like $26,000, $27,000 out the door, which is crazy. I actually like this MT-07, this $9,300 MT-07 better than the X Diablo, to be honest with you. And this is my second favorite motorcycle next to my Supermoto. Out here in beautiful Cleveland, Ohio, of course. Absolutely love it here. Beautiful downtown now. Cheap living here in Cleveland. But anyways, I'm telling you guys, if you want to be able to afford a nice motorcycle, you know, move to a cheaper area like Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio is cheap. This is one of the cheapest places you can live, guys. Cheaper across the board compared to many other places, man, that'll allow you to afford the really nice motorcycle that you want. But if you're on a budget right now, which I know times are tough, man, I spend like $600-700 in groceries for 2 meals a day, guys. It's crazy. So I can't imagine a big family purchase, you know, having to buy groceries and all the other expenses, rent and everything else. It's expensive to live right now. So I know, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the cheap motorcycles, and there's some awesome cheap motorcycles that you can get, man. I'm telling you, there's a motorcycle, you know, I talk crap about, you know, some of the Chinese stuff, but I'm telling you, one of the best Chinese brands out there, guys, that's has a track history, has a good dealer network, and pretty affordable motorcycles is CF Moto. For $4,200, you can buy a brand new 2024 CF Moto 300 NK, and it's got like, what, 29 horsepower or something like that, and 19 pounds-feet of torque. Only weighs 373 pounds or something like that. Freaking, you get a 2-year warranty, which most of the Japanese bikes, you only get 1-year warranty.
And for those of you that like the more sport bike look, they have the CF Moto 300 SS that's pretty cheap too at $45.99. It's got a 292cc single-cylinder engine. It's got 300 horsepower, 20 pounds-feet of torque, 5-inch TFT display, slipper clutch. Comes with a 2-year warranty, and right now they have rebates up to $2,000 if you buy it now through December 31st. But if you want to step it up for a little over $1,000 more, I would go with the 450 SS. It's sitting at $56.99, and this has the 449cc parallel twin engine with a 270-degree crankshaft angle, 50 horsepower and 29 pound-feet of torque. It's got reverse shifting, which is rare. None of these budget bikes have that. And also has Brembo disc brakes. So you're getting way more for your money for just $1,000 more. And you can get that $2,000 rebate through December 31st. Go check it out.
Well, from what I hear, CF Moto stuff is pretty reliable, guys. They've changed the game up here, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of people are hesitant to get a CF Moto because it's a Chinese brand, but I'm telling you, a lot of the name brand stuff out there is made in China. Like I think iPhones are, but Nikes, I believe, are made out there. I mean, a lot of stuff, probably most of the stuff in your house is made in China, and not all of it's junk. And the CF Moto, from what I've heard, is actually good. They're pretty good quality and pretty reliable for the most part.
And for your information, CF Moto has actually been manufacturing engines for use in KTM bikes for a while now.
$4,200, guys, to get you. And the small bikes is where it's at out here, man. I'm telling you, for those of you want to get into motorcycling, you want to start on a smaller bike anyhow. You don't want a fast bike. You don't even want this MT-07 for a new rider, man. It's got put a fistful of throttle on this, boy, it'll knock you right off the bike probably if you're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So, and the smaller bike, you're gonna gain skills with. They're lightweight, less intimidating than some of the heavier bikes. And riding around out here on the streets, look at the speeds I'm doing out here on the streets, guys. Seriously, you're doing less than 40 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the average speed, probably on your phone or your motorcycle or whatever, you'll see that the speeds you are doing, you can get by on a 300cc bike, no problem, man. And I'm telling you, whip around these little bikes, man, they're fun. And lightweight, you can throw around. Low seat height, I think it's got like 31-inch seat height or something like that, or 32-inch. So, I mean, it can accommodate pretty much anybody. Another cheap bike that's a little more expensive than the NK is the Kawasaki Z400 ABS. Only $53.99, but you're getting 44 horsepower and 25 pounds-feet of torque. I think it is a bit heavier, a little over 400 pounds or something like that. It's still pretty lightweight, or it may be just under 400 pounds, but maybe not as light as the 400 NK, but it's got more power. It's got the Japanese reliability, of course. And I'm telling you, from what I hear, that is a really awesome bike to get. Especially for you noobs out there, getting a 300cc or 400cc, I'm telling you, that's the way to go. And like I said, you'll probably end up like me. You'll start on the smaller bikes, and then you'll work up, get the fast bike, because everybody praises the fast bikes. But then you'll realize the speed you're doing out here, you know what I'm saying, that it's a waste. It's pointless to get a big fast motorcycle. When you get, I got the MT-07. I'm telling you, I've had some fast bikes, but the MT-07, I love the bottom end grunt torque and the speeds I do out here. You just rip this thing, woo! You get that torque. Oh, feels good, sounds good. Yeah, baby, sounds real good, doesn't it? Yeah. But another cheap lightweight bike that's awesome to get is I say get a dual sport, man, and put some supermoto wheels on it. Get a Honda CRF 300L you can pick up pretty cheap. For used ones, I mean, you probably could get them for probably like $3,000 or maybe, I don't know, probably even less than that, probably like $2,500. You can get them pretty cheap used. And that's I'm telling you, the supermoto dual sport world is the most fun you will have on a motorcycle, guys. Seriously. I have a supermoto, as you guys know. I had a WR250R. That's what brought me into this dual sport and supermoto world. And that's another bike that's cheap and awesome to get. And a DRZ400, by the way, which is a cheap and awesome bike that you can pick up used probably for like, I don't know, less than $4,000, probably like $3,000 you can pick up used. And I'm telling you, those bikes you can beat on. You go take and ride off-road. Get back on the street. You get to ride them anywhere, man. It's like you know what I'm saying? It's like the SUV of a motorcycle, the Jeep motorcycle, pretty much. You can go anywhere, do anything, have fun on it. Even with you can put the supermoto wheels, which you can get, and you can take it to the track even. So to me, the dual sports and the supermoto have way more utility value than any of these street bikes. So honestly, those are the best cheap motorcycles you can get. Are those used, dual sports out there, and supermotos too.
Of course, you got the Kawasaki KLX 300 SM Supermoto. That's a supermoto right out of the box for cheap. They got deals right now for less than $5,000.
To me, that's the best cheap motorcycle. Leave a comment below, guys, on some other cheap motorcycles that you recommend. In my opinion, I think you shouldn't have to spend any more than $10,000 max for a motorcycle. I think anything over $10,000 is a waste of money, really, man. I've only bought 2 bikes that were over $10,000, and both of them I had more fun on my MTL7, really, to be honest with you, man. I bought that Ducati XDI, but I bought it used and saved a ton, though. I paid $14,500 for it, and that was a $27,000 bike. And I bought an Aprilia Tuono for, I think, $12,500.
And, of course, my 2024 KTM 690 SMCR I picked up for $12,600 out the door. but it is a supermoto.
Honestly, riding those big, those elite super bikes around town, doing the same speeds I'm doing, it's pointless, man. You know what I'm saying? When you can get, and this bike's got a little bit more bottom and grunt. And I mean, that's what's awesome about this MTL7. It's much more comfortable. That's why I bought this bike as my cruiser, man. But I still think overall, if you can pony up the money, maybe get a used MTL7 or FZ07, I'm telling you, will fall in love. And it's a bike that you can keep forever, really, man. It's all the bike you need out here, man, because this thing just does everything I wanted to do. I love it. It's cruiser, sport bike. It's multifaceted. It's amazing. And one of the best bang for your buck, man. But anyways, guys, I appreciate all you guys. Leave a comment below. Let's talk about it, man. That's why I do these videos to incite community discussion. Make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my videos are released. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till next time.